joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Jackets ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, with a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Duggar. Bringing the heat. He throws into the middle of the field. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's going to run it. Still running it for 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, it's blocked! That's a live ball, and the defense has it.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a crease, it's Lee. Past the first down marker and still running. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duggar. Time to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
At the 33-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Yellow Jackets will try to convert on fourth down.
Get set, get set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Line is set on 3rd down. It's Duggar. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now on second down. Gets the back moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And they pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration, nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over SMU. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They looked pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hands it off. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
42, spike.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After the lack of production in the 1st half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the 2nd half.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Green. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hauser. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down.
Get set, get set.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got him. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Oh, better look out. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Okay, ready?
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hill. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Clear. Clear.
They'll try the run. Ripping through the defense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over Coastal Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Stewart. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Rushes on him, and he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And it to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
For the offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hauser. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe. Serve and punt the ball away and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And they just keep firing, taking out big chunks here, trying to keep the game alive.
No trickeration there at all, Reese. I mean, that's a play for vertical everybody's got in their playbook, and you're just counting on someone somewhere downfield.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, you're seeing this offense and their aggressiveness early in this game. Opening drive, third down, taking a shot into the end zone. They don't get it. So do you stay aggressive now on fourth down and try to go for it?
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because you're down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left in the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He's
going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll off one deep down the left side.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. The throw. Looking to get it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Georgia Tech, 27, Kansas, 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. After this, it'll be a wrap. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.